Inventions contrary to the order public or morality are excluded. Then plant or animal varieties or essential biological processes. And then methods for treatment by surgery or therapeutic and diagnostic methods practiced on the human or animal body. Then we come to things that are maybe more interesting for you. So scientific discoveries and theories or mathematical methods cannot be patented. Also not aesthetic creations. Then schemes, routes, and methods for performing mental acts, games, or doing business, and also computer programs as such, and presentations of informations. Then they're said what can be patented, that is anything that has a technical character, is new, inventive, and is industrial applicable. And patents can be applied for those patentable inventions, and they will be at some point published 1.5 years after filing the application. So sometimes patentable inventions can also be kept a secret. Something that is important for evaluating whether a software invention is patentable is the technical character that it needs to have. So that means the invention needs to solve a technical problem with technical means. So that's why, for example, a business model is not patentable. So it could be a physical entity or physical activity, but it can, for example, be a signal. Then the invention needs to be novel. That means not published prior to the filing of the application in any place or by anyone in any form. And for an invention, it is required that it's inventive. That means it cannot be something that is obvious for a person. That means not something that is part of the normal everyday work of an software engineer or engineer, but it needs to go beyond that. So require some effort and problem solving. Then next I talk about whether computer programs can be patented. So basically it was said that any technical solution can be patented if it's new and inventive. And inventiveness is defined through a technical contribution. Computer programs, mathematical models, and algorithms are not considered technical as such. This also concerns artificial intelligence. And so therefore they don't have a technical contribution. However, they can be patentable if there is some technical contribution, that they have something additional. I will talk about that later. But for example, sensors, networks, and devices are technical and patentable if the requirements are fulfilled. So about the right to patentability, the technical contribution, it means if your software merely operates differently or better in a conventional way as software usually works, there is no technical contribution. So it is not patentable. But if your software, for example, operates a technical device in in order to make it work differently or better, then there's a technical contribution. And also if your software has a technical effect that is something beyond the usual functioning of a software, for example, it significantly improves some performance of a part of the computer. So here again is a summary of these borderline cases. So mathematical models, algorithms, computer code, computer program, presentation of information are considered as abstract if there is no technical system or device which they affect to. So here is an example of something that is patentable. So invention 1 is an improved front light, and this is considered technical. Invention 2 is a computer program for processing control instructions, and this is not considered technical. Then example 3 is a computer program for controlling front lights of a car in an improved manner. And this is considered technical because it is for controlling the device, the front lights. Then a bit more complex example, a computer implemented method of sorting a list of numbers, comprising finding the smallest number, swapping the smallest number to the top of the list, and repeating the previous steps for the remainder of the list. So the first, the underlined part, computer implemented, is technical. But then this remainder part is just a method. So this is not considered technical, and thus also this example is not patentable. Here is an example of what is patentable again. So a heart monitor apparatus comprising a sensor for receiving an electrocardiographic signal from a patient, means for pre-processing the signal to suppress noise, and a neural network for identifying irregular heartbeats. And here you can see there are different devices, the apparatus, the sensor, and means for pre-processing, and also a neural network, and so they all have a technical contribution. So it is patentable. So when you think about whether your invention is patentable, you should think whether it uses some technical means, such as a computer or device, and also if it has a technical effect or technical purpose. And if it's just a computer program, whether it produces a further technical effect when run on a computer. So something that goes beyond the normal physical interactions between the software and the computer hardware. For example, the control of a technical process or the internal functioning of the computer itself or its interface. So about the patent, when it gets granted, so it means you can deny others from using the patented feature. You can choose who can use the patented feature, and you can ask compensation from others using the patented feature. And if someone else, for example, your competitor, has obtained a patent, a granted patent, that means they can deny you from using the patented feature. They can use who can use the patented feature, and they can ask compensation from you using the patented feature. And if for some reason patenting is not an option for you, either because it doesn't fulfill the requirements or for financial reasons or some other, then you could either keep the invention as a trade secret, or there's also the option of publication. That means then no one else would be able to obtain the patent. So then I have a slide about financial support that is available for immaterial rights management, for example, for patenting or for trademarks or something related. So Business Finland has available funding for SMEs, and there's 1,000 euros that you would need to contribute yourself, and then it covers 4,000 euros. And it can be used for a new product or service idea with international potential. And it will be available in autumn again. And then there's this ELY-keskus, and it offers financial support for consultation days that can be used for consultation relating to immaterial rights. And there at the moment, you would only need to pay 30 euros per day yourself, and the rest will be covered, so it's really good. Now I have at the end, I have a short presentation about my company's services. So we are called Berggren, and we all offer all kinds of services relating to immaterial rights. So we have general consulting, then patenting services, brands and designs, legal and brokerage. So in the IP consulting, we can help with the beginning of the process, so making a plan and a strategy for the immaterial rights, and then also do some risk assessment whether you infringe some other company. And then we offer protection services for brands and designs. So when you have something in mind, we can first do a search whether it is available for you, and then we can make the application for the trademark registration, as well as for domain services and designs. And then we also have legal services. So that means we can help you with any kind of contracts that you need, and also with some disputes and litigations relating to your rights. And then we have patenting services. So anything starting from when you have made your invention, we can help you to find out what is best to protect, and then do a search to assess the novelty of your invention, and then we can make the application for you and draw the drawings also, and then help you also with filing it internationally. And also after grant, then help you with the processes and patent monitoring. And then if you have obtained a patent and you would like to sell it or license it, then we can help you also with that. And here's one example of our clients. One of our clients is MFILES. It's quite known company from Tampere. Yeah, and here are my contact details in case you have questions. Okay, thank you.